We have another legal breaking update in regards to the evil fascist and prick Donald Trump trying to dismantle and destroy the USA department as we know it. What is it? Let's take a look at it in today's video. The article is titled, "Judge Won't Block DOGE from Accessing Labor Department Systems." And the article reads, a federal judge Friday evening refused to block the Labor Department from giving Elon Musk's Department of DOGE, or Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, access to confidential information systems or provide power to fire employees for refusing to hand over credentials. U.S. District Judge John Bates found the plaintiffs hadn't shown enough injury to have legal standing to bring the lawsuit. Quote, "This data includes the medical and financial records of millions of Americans," end quote, wrote Bates. Quote, "But on the current record, plaintiffs have failed to establish standing, so although the court harbors concerns about defendants' alleged conduct, it must deny plaintiffs' motion at this time." The lawsuit filed Wednesday by the AFL-CIO and several of its affiliated government employees unions claims that giving Musk's team access to the Department of Labor systems violates federal privacy law and is without any legal authority. At a hearing earlier in the day, Bates voiced concerns about the DOGE team's access and its broader efforts to rapidly implant itself across the federal bureaucracy. In the early weeks of President Trump's administration, quote, "A couple of people who, according to public reports, are very young, who have never been in the federal government, never had any training with respect to the hands of confidential information. You're asking me to just put absolutely confidence in the fact that nothing appropriate will happen," end quote, Bates said, who is an appointee of former President George W. Bush. Quote, "Doesn't seem to me to be a set that would very easily give me confidence in that there will be no misadventure," end quote. The judge continued, laughing under his breath. Bates' ruling doesn't reach whether the access is unlawful. However, by finding the challengers had no legal standing heading into the weekend, the plaintiffs have indicated they will expand their lawsuit to other areas where DOGE has installed itself, including the Department of Health and Human Services and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They also are considering adding the Education Department, but may instead defer to public citizens' lawsuit on that front, which has already commenced. Quote, "We are here because of a fast-moving situation with substantial amount of factual uncertainty," Mark Sandberg, who is a senior counsel at the Democracy Forward, that is a left-leaning group that frequently brings cases against the president and represents the unions, said at Friday's hearing. "What isn't uncertain at this moment in time, Your Honor, is the sensitive information of millions of people is currently at imminent risk of unlawful disclosure from the Department of Labor, but for this court's rapid action," he continued. The Justice Department argued the judge to allow, or urged the judge, to allow DOGE's efforts to move forward, insisting the plaintiffs have no standing legally, my editorial edition, and that providing the access doesn't violate privacy laws to constitute a, quote, "final agency action," end quote, that the courts can review. That is a flat, plain old lie. I can fact check that right now. It is against the law and it violates privacy laws in the federal level. This judge is no good at his job. Continuing with the article. Quote, "There's no individual who has been identified as being harmed by these potential disclosures of unspecified systems," end quote, said Justice Department Attorney Michael Gardy, I believe is how it's pronounced. Earlier Friday, 19 Democratic states attorneys generals sued over DOGE personal access to Treasury Department systems, adding to a previous lawsuit that was already filed. Well, everyone, that is going to conclude it for today's unfortunate court battle hearing, legal update, last but not least, before I do, close out today's video, if you guys haven't already, please make sure that you click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. It'll help me out right now and especially in the near future. If you guys have not already followed me on any of my socials, that way you can be easily updated on when I posted a brand new video to the channel. Please do so already. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There as well, where as well as on here you can get notified when I posted a brand new video. Last but not least, please do feel free to share out the video as well on here and all the other social media platforms that you guys have. It'll help me out in the near future. Please help me reach my goal for the channel of 90 subscribers. We're currently almost there. That is gonna conclude it. That is gonna conclude it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video of, unfortunately, sad legal news for the majority who are trying to do right in the United States, and stop this fascist from destroying America as we know it. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there.